Modern naval frigates, vital missions, complex maintenance challenges, and the real world. Like civilian businesses, the Royal Australian Navy faces challenges posed by the dynamics and demands of the world today. Until an unfortunate accident claimed lives of crew members, the Royal Australian Navy had managed its maintenance and configuration programs as it had done for years. The accident became a catalyst for process change, which meant a product lifecycle management solution. RAN has chosen Teamcenter, implemented by PLM Services, Siemens' partner in Australia, which has proven to be a solid choice for a long-term, flexible PLM solution. The initial, most immediate challenge for RAN was to improve configuration management.
When a ship is delivered, it's usually delivered at the end of a 6 or 7 or 8 year program to a single contract. Time's moved on, the product arrives, and you may want to use it in a completely different way. When it is delivered, we have to go straight out and operate it and maintain it. One of the things that we've demanded that Teamcenter helps us do is redefine what a configuration item is. Because a configuration item in a configuration management life cycle to a designer tends to be something different to a maintainer.
Before, when we did not know the configuration of our ships, we were hiring the company to do the audit. As a result of this audit, they were coming up with the current configuration of the ship. But if this data could not be actually entered into some controlled environment, they were only as good on the day when they were finishing the audit. By having the configuration management system now, this data is being entered then into the system, or the system being modified with the results of the audit. The way Teamcenter approved the process was simply because it is now going directly. Again, it is on a workflow. There is a direct connection of implementation of Teamcenter in LDA. There are no mistakes in ordering not the right spare parts.
In addition to LDA, collaboration is another area effectively addressed by Teamcenter.
It certainly has improved collaboration because there are more people who are involved in this process and who are aware of what are the requirements and what they are to do.
The collaboration that Teamcenter brings because of the workflow processes, the formalising of our quality management systems, is one of the strongest features. The System Program Office, which looks after the ships, and the Data Agency, which looks after the inventory, are now connected in the workflow.
Equally crucial to ongoing success at RAN is change management.
If the world stood still and there was no engineering changes on board ships, you probably wouldn't need a tool like this. But when you're managing a lot of software changes to combat systems and a lot of equipment changes because of obsolescence, you've got constant change. That's why you need a tool like this.
Before we had lots of change proposals which were taking a long time because they were going from one person to another. This time Teamcenter allowed this to automate this process. They are all in the workflow. They need people who need to make the decision made.
You'll have different maintainers, different contractors, all coming into the same place at the same time, all doing different jobs. Now we know they can do a defect job and they can do a modification job because they know, and Teamcenter just handles that. So multiple changes are being managed. You can have 400 or 500 changes in one availability, one maintenance availability, okay? And you know now precisely what they are. You've got control of the work in progress of multiple parallel activities. It's working.
An added benefit of Teamcenter is systems integration.
By having implemented Teamcenter, we are reducing the number of systems. When you reduce the number of software systems or software applications, you always have benefits connected to the training of the personnel. You always have benefits connected to the maintenance of these systems. You always have a benefit that with your data integrity, it certainly speeds up the whole process.
The bottom line benefit of Teamcenter for the Royal Australian Navy is the reduced downtime of a ship.
The Teamcenter has giving us an opportunity to address the mandatory requirements, technical and regulatory requirements, and that is the biggest thing for us. We have to understand that probably one of the major criteria for support organization in providing support to the fleet is operational availability of the fleet. If we are providing the right spare part to replace something that is needed to be replaced, or if we are delivering a proper configuration to the ship, whatever the change was done, that is actually reduces the number of time that ships are not available. And by doing this, we're really increasing the operational availability.
If you've got the data right to describe that equipment, then you're going to reduce downtime. You reduce training, you reduce a lot of things. That to me is profit if you're a company, but it's availability if you're a military outfit. It's a simple equation.
For the Royal Australian Navy, Team Center has transformed their approach to logistics and, just as important, improved Naval Forces readiness at a time when their challenges have never been greater.